Hey Aries, I'm starting off with you guys because we are in y'all season. Hey fellow fire signs. So this is going to be a love reading. I will have general readings closer to the beginning of the month, but since I just got some new love cards, some new love oracle cards, ain't they pretty? I wanted to share it with y'all and share some messages. Please like, comment, subscribe if you're feeling it at all. And if you're not, that's fine. But if you are, help a sister out. I'm trying to grow this page. I'm trying to heal the world, Reiki the world and shit. So please share this page and please comment because I be wanting to know how my readings go with y'all. Like I need to know information. I want to know, am I on point? I want to know if the future of what I said is happening is actually happening. I need y'all to be in this with me. Let's share some energy. I love y'all. So, also, I am doing personal readings. I am also taking donations. All of that is going to be in the description. Please follow me on Instagram at king.kira.candy. All right, I have some interesting things on there. I share a bunch of shit, and I'm just goofy as shit. I pretty much know that y'all can tell by now. Okay, so let me get the ball rolling. So I pull oracle cards for your general energy or the overall energy of y'all love life. And the first thing I got is it's time to release negativity. And whenever I see this full moon in Scorpio card, that absolutely means that it's some definite transformations and some huge changes. Plus I see a bunch of fives in here, y'all, like a bunch of fives. So that means there's some serious changes going on. But how can y'all make the changes? It's really about what is it that you need to release in order to make these changes. It says also nothing will come of this situation. And I like to read it two ways. Like there's nothing to worry about overall. There's nothing to worry about. But it also could mean that, if y'all are digging somebody or if y'all in a current relationship, this may not be going anywhere. And some of this reading does say that. Because I pulled your cards beforehand and people have asked me, so why don't you do it on camera? Me personally, as a watcher of the tarot readings, I kind of always fast forward past, all of the shuffling and, all of the pulling of the cards. Although I know that some people like it when they see him fall out, but I swear to God, y'all, I meditate over y'all. I burn my sage. I take my time. I look up meanings, because I am still learning. I'm intuitive. I'm usually an intuitive reader, but I can take the card and look at it one way and then see it and then it'll be a whole different way based off of, information that's out there. So that's why I choose to do it this way, so y'all can have a more direct reading and we could just share energy. So also it says look at the bigger picture, meaning like at this time if y'all are having some issues in y'all love life, it's calling you guys to look at everything in your life as in a whole. All right, so in the past, I finally got tarot cards, y'all. No, I've been had the tarot cards, but I like to use the oracle cards because it is more direct. I get exactly what I'm looking for. I pick up those messages. But tarot card, this is my Miss Cleo deck. And I just love it because it's comedic. But it was the world in reverse. In the past, you were looking at stagnancy. You felt like your love life was stagnant. You was trying to figure out, where is this going? If you was talking to somebody or if you was in a relationship, you was like, where the fuck is this going? Or if you didn't have anybody, you was like, well, when the fuck am I gonna get somebody? Like, what? When is it gonna be my time? But you kind of came out of that energy with the 8 of Swords. Like you kind of released that. You were not in a relationship, you decided that you were going to go out and start doing different things. You decided that you wasn't going to stay stuck. Or if you were in a relationship, you and your partner decided that y'all were going to do some new things and, make some new changes, some things that was going to bring you forward. With the 8 of Staffs or 8 of Wands, it definitely picked up. So if you were in a relationship, y'all were really stagnant. All right. But then y'all decided to do something new and fresh and different. Y'all could have moved in together. Y'all could have made it official if y'all was just talking. Or if you were single, you decided, okay, I'm going to go out there. I'm going to date more. I'm going to talk to people via online. I'm going to, go out to the club. I'm going to meet people. I'm going to put myself in a place to meet people. And that actually worked for you. That worked so well that you ended up being in a very loving position, because this just means sex. This is a fire card because of the wands. It means there was some good sex going on. There was some, kisses in the morning. You waking up to each other. Like, the shit was bomb. And I got the 6 of staffs. So that means, like, y'all was definitely building. Y'all was definitely together. The 6, it was almost a healing thing, because you just felt like it was so happy. Like, this person was just giving you everything. Or if you were still single, you was just enjoying the journey, because look, this man looks like he's going on a journey. He was enjoying a passionate journey with maybe a bunch of people, and that worked for you. But now in the present, you got the 7 of staffs in reverse. All right. So the 7 of staffs in reverse was like, you was being indecisive. Now you're being indecisive. Right now, currently, you are being indecisive. Now, what is putting y'all in this indecision? Why? Because you feel like, and this is my African American deck. I don't have the thing to show y'all, but I forgot I love my black people. All right, so I ended up clarifying this 7 of staffs, and it is the 5 of wands. It's too many people in there. Things was being done behind your back. Like, somebody wasn't keeping it 100 with you. Your partner had maybe some people they was dealing with, or there was some cheating going on. Especially with the 7 of swords card, that is a person that you can't trust. This person was being deceitful, or even you was being deceitful. You know what I mean? Because you can put it either way. Like, this is what tarot cards do. It just picks up the general energy. So this could be your partner, or this could be you. One of y'all wasn't doing something right. Okay? One of y'all wasn't doing something right. And it shows all over it. And this could be putting you in indecision, because if you have other people that you might be talking to or dealing with, or, anything that's outside of the relationship, that could put you as like, do I want my partner? Do I really want my partner? Do I really want my partner? Or it could be you finding out that your partner, your intuition was like, your spidey senses is like, my partner's not doing exactly what the fuck I need them to do. And I don't know if this is going to work for me. And that sounds it out even more with this temperance in reverse. You're stuck. It's stagnant. You don't know what's the next thing to do. It's leaving you with a little bit of heartbreak with this 5 of cups. You're sad. The stagnancy, the stuck energy, the, knowing that you or your partner is not doing something right in the relationship is leaving you fucked up. When this overall energy card, it's time to release negativity comes in. Because if you want your partner and you want to move things forward, if you're single and you want to move things forward, you need to figure out who you going to let go. You going to let go of the hoes? Or you going to let go of a relationship that was, making you feel happy as shit in the recent past? Like, it was like making you feel like everything. Or if you realize that your partner is being deceitful, especially with these 7 of swords, this deceitful energy, if it's too many people, you should know your worth. And should you release them? That is really the question that you should be having. And with the future energy, with this 5 of swords, it's kind of the same thing. It does mean walking away, or taking the chance to understand, or that your person may not change. That you'll always be thinking. This signifies thinking about the past, holding on to this grudge, not being able to move forward from it. And with the temperance reverse, is like, your patience is out for that shit. Like, you don't have no patience for this fuckery that, this person is giving to you. really. And this is why I say there's nothing will come of this situation, because if you walk away, that means that's the end of this relationship. Nothing will come of it, but this is your chance to see, do I want something more of it? Because if you're the person with other parties, do I want to be with my partner? That this is a question, but it's seeming like, and this is the future energy, it's seeming like you ended up walking away. And that's what it really seems like. Nothing will come of this situation. Like I said, there's a whole nother way to read this card. Like, there's nothing to worry about. There's nothing to worry about, because this also is an indication of, even though you can't stop thinking about it, this Eight of Coins absolutely does allow you to work on it. This Five of Coins in reverse too. It's asking you, do I really want to work on this? And if you do, it's time for you guys. And this is if you're in a relationship, but also it is major love energy here. And as a single person, you might have decided that you want to be with one person. So it's time to build on that. It's time to build on that and bring some justice into the damn situation. With the 11, it's kind of like you walking through the doors. Now, as a single person, you could be walking through the door of singlehood all over again and being like, I'm living my best life. Now, at the end of the day, this Eight of Coins could be talking about working on yourself and working on your money and working on your new thing that you would be wanting to do by yourself. That does show that there's two possibilities here. If the person or you can't get it together, it may be time to walk away and understand that nothing will come of this situation, but you're going to be okay regardless in the end. And that is kind of what I say, not to like kind of just go past the whole reading, because I did pull clarifiers for the Justice card, but this right here is the Ace of Damn Stats, and that's absolutely a fire card. So my fire signs, you rule supreme in the end regardless. It's nothing going to be fucked up in this situation at the end of the day. I mean, you're good. But as far as the clarifiers that I got for the Justice card, like I said, there's an 11. That means you're walking through the damn door, that portal of either being with yourself. You see there, you made a decision to be with yourself, or you're making a decision to learn more about your partner, you and your partner. And I definitely see that y'all could be dealing with other fire signs, a water sign, or an air sign. I definitely see that. Now look, so this is y'all. Y'all are the Page of Wands, right? That fire energy. You could be coming into this relationship and being like, we fighting too much. Fuck this. I'm leaving. Or you bring your best foot forward to create justice. And they bring their best foot forward to create justice. Or y'all mutually decide that this not working, because I see you don't want to rip them to shreds, okay? And they got their armor on, like, I don't know what the fuck to do. They could be trying to apologize if it's you versus them, or they could be in their heads protecting themselves because now they found out that you got too much fire and too much passion going elsewhere. But this right here, and I do believe that it was upside down. It might not have been. I'm sorry, y'all. No, I put a picture in there, so I'm going to clarify this. But I believe it was right side up. At the end of the day, you get the justice that you're looking for. You rule supreme. Look at you. You're the king of goddamn wands. But it also could mean that you decide that you're going to stick with your hoes, because the king of wands may not be ready for the relationship like you think he is. He might have some other shit going on. And that definitely could be you. Especially with these Three of Cups. The Three of Cups, for me, doesn't always signify a third-party relationship, but it could. So this right here is where you get that look at the bigger picture. You got to look at the bigger picture. If this person is beneficial to you and you the one that's all around and you got the third party situation, you sharing all the cups, God damn it, look at the bigger picture. Is this person for me? Ask yourself that shit, because you will go through a period where you guys are trying to get to know each other more. You're going through that period where you're trying to work on things, and you're also going through that period where you're trying to work on yourself. So this is about some reflection. It definitely is about balancing the scales, or especially shooting for the goddamn moon. If this person makes you feel happy, be with them. There's not a lot of shit out there for you. You know, it's like love is so rare. You got to cherish it. But also, you are rare. So, if that person that you're dealing with is a deceitful one, you got to understand that it's time to pick yourself up and know your worth. Okay? Listen, I'm not even going to do that, because then it's going to sound like I'm a bitter black woman. But I'm not. I'm just saying that you have, as an adult person, been through enough shit. Aries have been through shit. Even though y'all are good most of the time, it is truly time to walk through the door and give yourself justice if that person is not doing what you need them to do. You need to be happier, because this is also a card of celebration. You get to celebrate. You get to celebrate. You get to be happy. You get to do exactly what sparks your soul. Because if this is going to be that nothing is coming of this situation, that's exactly what you deserve to do. Or, like I said, if you are the deceitful person, then it really is time for you to just have your fun. Like, if you don't know what you want to do, like, let that person go and be honest. Be honest with yourself. Be honest with them. Do that self-reflection. You know, and if it is that you don't know what you want to do, but you still want to work out your partner, it's not a time to play these games with them. They don't deserve that. They don't deserve that. But I do end up seeing that, you know, you make the right choice for you. This right here is the ace. You may decide, let me keep my baby. Let me keep my baby. I'm good. I'm good because you looked at the bigger picture. I'm good. I don't need anything else. Or, like I said, you could say to yourself, let me look at the bigger picture and see if I really want this person. Do they really bring what I need to the table? Because you are at a standstill when it comes to that. That's what all of these cards, the stagnancy, you know, the Seven of Wands, the indecision, that's what all of that means. Temperance, you know, that means that you don't have no patience for the shit if it's really them. Or, you know, you need to figure yourself out with some real self-reflection if this is you fucking it up. And nothing is a fuck up. We all just live in lessons and learning lessons that we get to live through most of the time. So at the end of the day, the hardest lessons are the strongest tools. Lessons are tools. You have not been defeated if this is your partner doing the bullshit. Or, you know, you'll find love, but you got to find yourself first. And that is a good tool right now that you're learning right now in this moment. So I am going to pull some of these advice cards, and I am going to do it on camera. Because I want to know, what should my Aries know in this time? This is the April reading. What do my Aries need to know for April? What is their advice? And we're going to see how y'all like these cards. Please let me know how y'all like these cards. Please comment. Or you know, if y'all have any suggestions for different cards that I should have, please tell me. What should my Aries know for the month of April about their love life? Damn, that's exactly what I needed. All right. So, Mary Shelley, let's see what she said. The beginning is always today. Elegance is inferior to virtue. A lavish bondage to parents cramps every faculty of the mind. Now, what I get from this is that you can always make a decision that's going to benefit you and this relationship, okay? But you got to think about, what is your virtues? What does it stand for? Or what is it that you want to stand for in this current relationship? You know, and when it says the beginning is always today, you haven't gone too far. All right? You're not too far off to save whatever it is that you're working for. You're not too far off to say, hey, I need to take a step back. You know, it's going to hurt the other person. It's going to hurt you too. You're being left in a position where you're like, this hurts. This hurts everybody. But it is important to understand that, you know, what you've done. Because when I see the lavish bondage to parents, meaning like whatever your parents did or however you was doing things in the past or whatever you seen growing up, it's time to come up out of that. It's time to level up out of that, because we're in a time when our parents and our elders didn't have the same type of information that we have now. We are very much equipped now to make proper decisions for ourselves as far as our spiritual leveling up, our financial leveling up, you know, leveling up in all senses, and even mentally, because, you know, in the past, especially, I did just hear something about, you know, going to counseling is not a bad thing, you know, for yourself and for the relationship, especially if you're married, or especially if you see yourself going into marriage, because that could have been what was on the table. You know, you wanted to put it on the table, or they wanted to put it on the table. It had been talked about. So whatever it is, you know, especially because when you see it, it's like that shit is haunting. That shit is haunting you. Whatever it was in the past, it's time to come up out of that and look at the bigger picture. I also got Ryan Gosling. This deck is funny. So silence has more meaning than words you don't say. The hardest role to play is yourself, and don't let someone else write your private life. So this definitely is about some things are part of your intuitive nature. Silence has more meaning than words you don't say. It's like you or your partner pretty much know what it is at this time. I don't suggest giving somebody the silent treatment, you know, especially if you're all in a relationship. That's toxic behavior. Don't do that shit. But it is about coming to terms with what you're feeling. How you want to go about the situation is coming to terms and then speaking that truth. Whatever that truth is speaking that truth. And like it says, like, don't let someone else write your private life. It definitely does mean like the choice is yours. Like y'all's card, that Ace of Wands, y'all have to do what's best for you. And it really, you do have to take the other person's feelings into account, but don't stay somewhere, or your partner may be feeling like they don't want to stay somewhere where they're not truly invested, or you shouldn't be somewhere where they're not truly invested. You know, it is about coming to a space where you're doing what's right for you. And also I got Josephine Baker. Now this is something else. You only need a bunch of bananas to make an impression. You don't need a bunch of bananas. That's too many. It could be meaning like, you know, keep your options open, you know, because the situation is not going anywhere, or you're deciding to walk away. Keep your options open. Continue dating. Like, you know, this was a lesson, and you just keep it moving from there. You know, enjoy yourself, like the Three of Cups said. You know, enjoy your life. Enjoy what you're doing. You don't need a bunch of bananas, okay? And also it says, it's not about beauty. It's about luck and who loves you. So that really says to me that in part of your decision making, you really should have gratitude for the love that you have, or you really should have gratitude for the space that you are in your life, or whatever the outcome is, because gratitude is so important to make any decisions, especially spiritual ones, or, you know, just to stay grounded. Gratitude is important. And it says, dance your way into immortal love. So if you do decide to walk away, just enjoy life, enjoy the spaces that you're in, enjoy your upgrade, enjoy these lessons, you know, because that is going to put you in a space where you feel loved. And when it says immortal love, it's not necessarily this 3D love where we're in a physical thing with a person. It very well could mean to enjoy the abundance of life and love that you have that is surrounded all over you. Okay, because we tend to be in this lack mentality. Like, you know, if things are not going right now, we're like, oh, you know, life is not fair and things are not working. No, enjoy that shit, because the love that you're really seeking is much bigger. Look at the bigger picture than what you think. So I'm going to leave you guys with the affirmation. This is my, she believed she could, so she did affirmation deck. And, y'all, see this deck always doing this together, because the deck always doing the most. So let me see. She believed she could, so she did. So what is affirmation that I could send my Aries, my beautiful fire sign Aries off with. I just need one or two. Just give me one or two now. Ancestors, angels, loved ones, guiding spirits. All right now. The big question is whether you are going to be able to say a hearty yes to your adventure. So this is in complete acceptance. I see this in two ways, okay? Be in complete acceptance of whatever the next steps bring you to. If you decide to walk away, say yes to that journey. It's a whole new journey about to come. You are the Ace of Wands. It's almost like the Magician card. Like, I got this. I'm going to make my next steps happen and make it work for me. But it is also saying, like, if your person wants to figure it out, or you want to figure it out, because with the I forgot now because I put my deck away. But it did say something about getting to know each other and starting from the bottom and bringing your relationship and working on things. So if you or your partner decide, like, yes, we want to continue working on things, then y'all do that. Say yes to it if it makes sense to your life. Things just have to make sense for y'all. Okay, y'all got a whole lot of sword energies, and yes, it is somebody deceitful or, you know, a lot of things, but sword energy is a lot of mental energy. So say yes to the journey of you coming to some type of inner knowing of yourself, an inner knowing of what your true next step should be, you know, because love is nothing if it isn't coming from a good space in you. So that is the end of the reading, my Aries, and I hope y'all enjoy y'all season and everything, and I hope that this was messages of love and it will bring some clarity. Please, if you need a personal reading, like I said, I'm available for those. I love y'all. Okay, hit me up.